her fine ass. Walked to my bedroom and thought to myself, that's the shape of things to come. She said, why in the club you don't make it precipitate? You know, make it rain when you can make it thunderstorm. I'm like, why? The world needs sun, the hood needs fun. So there's a war going on and half the battle is guns. How dare I throw it on the floor when people are poor? So I write like Edgar Allan to restore. Got a cord umbilical attached to a place that can't afford no landscaping or window draping. This old lady told me if I ain't got nothing good, say nothing. That's why I don't talk much. I swear it don't cost much to pay attention to me. I tell it like it is, then I tell it how it could be. The hood bit requested my services. Oh, don't get nervous, it's stiff. Your game of time, these ain't them same old rhymes designed to have you dancing in some club. Niggas ride to me, women be off in they tub, exfoliating with they pom-poms, yelling go 3,000. I'm in my whatever, bumping 100 miles and running, summon, woman, coming, sit down, heard you need some plumbing, done in, I'm in a swell mood, a rather swole mood, until she told me that she told dude that she'll be back, she's going to the store. I didn't know she had a boyfriend, so the door, I wanted her to, I said call me when y'all break up, I don't fuck nobody, bitch, you never owned a Jacob, know what time it is, nigga, just trying to live like a nigga's supposed to live. If I still drink that malt liquor, I'd go to beer on the ground, but niggas not around. I started off starving, now they got me out here Brett Farvin, trying to see if I still got it. I guess it's like a right thing about it.
Nothing gonna stop us now, you can't stop us. What you gonna do right now, you can't fight. The boss in here, we lost that shit, cause ain't nobody doing it like we do. Oh no, nothing gonna stop us now, you can't stop us. What you gonna do right now, you can't fight. We the boss in here, we lost this shit, cause ain't nobody doing it like we do. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
So I beat this bitch in the big fight, used to clip like Robert Ball, but it seemed she couldn't shape up. Cupcaker, I didn't bother, she's a follower, a hell of a swallower, not a leader. Got her first, second, third, and fourth string, I didn't need her. I didn't mean to treat her like she was the main feature. Presentation, her just a traitor to the situation, more like a hassle because she had no keys to the castle. The princess on the throne, why this whole ride down on national Zoom. Go ahead, oh, beat your feet, drop down and get your eagle on free. We ever so discreet with this meat, got a whole lot to lose. Paparazzi ever shot or shoot we, meaning me and you. Us together in the lens, my ends would be gone just like some throw in the wind. Hold up, hope you're gonna win. Show no, we gon' pretend to the land of make believe. Now come on and hit this hand. Taking shots to the neck, now that's love in your mind out. Now we're affiliates, so don't give it against the real. No drama, it makes no sense. I got a mean ass backhand and that don't miss.
Nothing gonna stop us now, you can't stop us. What you gonna do right now, you can't fight. We the boss in here, we lost this shit, cause ain't nobody doing it like we do. Oh no, nothing gonna stop us now, you can't stop us. What you gonna do right now, you can't fight. We the boss in here, we lost this shit, cause ain't nobody doing it like we do. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
I realized recently that I was born for this position. I took the fall for hip-hop, and I stand in front of you stronger than ever. Watch what come next. Follow the leader, nigga. DJ fucked up. IMG. Nothing can take me out my soul.
Nothing gonna stop us now, you can't stop us. What you gonna do right now, you can't fight. We the boss in here, we lost that shit, cause ain't nobody doing it like we do. Oh no, nothing gonna stop us now, you can't stop us. What you gonna do right now, you can't fight. We the boss in here, we lost this shit, cause ain't nobody doing it like we do. Oh no, 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 you can't stop us. Oh no.
Say Calvin.
I'm true to the game and fuck all that plan, you see where I came from. Got a dope in my hand, they try to jump out the van, you know where I came from. The none of my clip, fuck all that plan, you know where I came from. Chevy and Polos and Regals, man. 2 to 3 bricks in the speaker, man. You know where I came from. The feds paid a couple niggas up, now we done with the feds, man. It's hard to call house and add the vibes, now we knocking that rig, man. Cocaine all on the scale, now. Mine at my scale, now. I been getting at it since juvenile. I used to trap at my growing house. We hit the poppin' on any corner. Roll with my like it's straight from I got that shit that can go to field. I got the pill making brother here. I done for around to 2 of them. Let them serve at the house when you're low in there. I serve when I see that water. Shit, I serve my mama so much. The game and fuck all that plan, you see where I came from. They know my hand, they try to drop out the van, you know where I came from. The none of my clip, fuck all that plan, you know where I came from. Chevy and Polos, man. 2 to 3 bricks in the speaker, man. You know where I came from. Cause it's a real to come up. And Ryan and Ben Diablo. I pull up in on Diablo. Money that mucho de nacho. Bloodshot eyes, man. Guns I right. Y'all think that a bang on the south side of shot right. Trying to circle, not passing. I was reading up with that flash. Ride around with these. Yeah. I fuck them up and not drug dealer. I fuck with these niggas to a middle. I'm walking the chick and I'm talking shit. I'm true to the game and fuck all that plan, you see where I came from. Got a dope in my hand, they try to drop out the van, you know where I came from. The nigga look, fuck all that plan, you know where I came from. Chevy and Polos and Regals, man. 2 to 3 bricks in the speaker, man. You know I'm true to the game.
All right, general policy, free women and men from mental slavery. I am your host, Coden. With the most, nah. But I am your host, Dan the Man, Burrow, a.k.a. I haven't said this. I don't think I've called myself this or referred to myself as this all year. And here we are. I haven't. I know I haven't. But my name is the gospel. Because I'm bringing you the good news. No, I'm bringing you the good news. You know what I'm saying? If you know your Bible, if you know, man. God, you know. And the good news is, all this shit is fake. All this is bullshit. Yeah, I mean, worry about your family. Take care of thyself and thy family and help others. But anyway, esoteric occult knowledge is what I talk about, mainly astrology and numerology and how the two are used to run the world. And I know that shit sounds silly. It sounds goofy. It sounds slow. It sounds autistic. But it's real. You know what I mean? The people that run the world, your presidents, your prime ministers, etc., they operate through a numerical code, amongst other things. But mainly this code right here, which comes from Kabbalah. You know what I mean? Very, 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 very easy to learn and see if once you learn it, how rigged everything is. From the news stories that they tell you every day, to, again, the sporting events, which are all rigged. From the preseason games down to games fucking 7. You know what I mean? All rigged. All rigged. All rigged. Alright, so let's take a look. We got, I didn't do an episode yesterday, so ain't nothing to recap. But we got the NBA play-in starts today, which is like basically the tournament to get into the playoffs. And then we've got a lot of late baseball games. So we'll start with the play-in first. Let's look at today's date, numerology. Today is a Tuesday. We know Tuesday in gematria, which is geometry and language for those who are new. But Tuesday equals 95 forwards, 23 with numerology, 94 backwards, and 40 backwards with numerology. Uh-oh, it's the kill date. All right, and if you don't know about the kill date, you're about to learn. All right, so just like we have 4 values for the alphabet, all right, 4 values, forwards and backwards, and then forwards and backwards with numerology, we've got 4 values with the calendar for the date, all right? Actually, there are more, and there are more values, ciphers, but, you know, it's about 30 ciphers for the alphabet. But the main ciphers, the ones that are the most important, the most prevalent, the most obvious to see being used, are the ones based in English, forwards and backwards with numerology. And the same thing goes for the alphabet, or for the calendar, right? We use the top 4 or the first 4 pathways to basically predict what is going to happen every day. And we're able to predict this shit accurately. This ain't no bullshit. Like, I'm not just saying Tuesday equals 95. I mean, I think Tuesday is the only day of the week that literally equals those numbers. Right? So we're not making words just equal anything. You know what I mean? We literally talk about the same numbers every day for the most part. But kill in gematria, a number we talk about a lot, has the gematria of 44 forward, 17 with numerology, 64 backwards, and 28 backwards with numerology. And notice the date numerology. We've got 64 date numerology, 4 plus 14 plus 20 plus 26 gives you 64. We've got 44 date numerology, 4th month, 14th day plus 26 gives you 44. 28 date numerology, 4th month plus the 14th day plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 gives you 28. And we've got 19 date numerology, 4 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 gives you 19. So where kill equals 17, the date numerology is 19. We know 19 is a number of chaos, so we probably get something chaotic today for sure, especially with the U.S. Saying that they're going to be carrying out a blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. All right, so it's the 104th day of the year, 261 days left in the year. But yeah, this is what we're looking out for. The 64, 28, 19, and 44. We know 19 is the 8th prime number. Today can be written 144 or 14/4, like 144 or 414. We know the gang that runs the world provided us with the calendar system and standardized the alphabet to the alphabet that we know of, the 26-letter alphabet, is the Jesuit order. They run the world on behalf of the Catholic Church. You know what I mean? That's why your Pope, most powerful person, notable person on the planet. So let's look at this play-in. This shit gonna be confusing because they don't consider these games playoff games. You know what I mean? So this shit is like, I really don't know the record. It's gonna be really hard. Pause for me to figure out this record for these teams. So I'm going here, you know what I mean? And it still doesn't give me what I'm looking for real, for real. But I guess we can go back to when the play-in started. And this looks like this was 2020. So we look at, it's Heat versus Hornets, right? Heat versus Hornets. They don't consider the play-in. They don't add these to the records at all, honestly. But as far as the play-in is concerned, I've never seen the Hornet in the play-in, but I always see the Heat. So it looks like the Heat in the play-in, they weren't in it in 2020. I don't see them. Y'all see? No, they weren't in it in 2020. The Hornets were in it once upon a time. The Hornets were in it back in 2020, in the 2021 play-in, excuse me. I'm looking at the 2020 plan. I don't know, bro. I really need to goddamn. This shit is hurting my feelings that I don't know what the fuck is talking about. Oh, let's just Google it. How many times were the Heat in the play-in? Alright, the Heat have been in the play-in 4 consecutive times since 2023. The Heat are noted for having played the most games and having the most wins in the play-in tournament. They are 4-0. Gotta be right. 4-0 in the play-in tournament. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday equals 40. Watch that shit. They could fall to 4-1 today. You know what I mean? Because today's the 14th, the reflection of 41. But I want to see some more. Let me see. They go in. Yep. So they've been in it 4 times. This is not going to show me what I want. 43 and 29 now. If we're looking at overall records, they're 43 and 39 for the season. Miami Heat equals 43. And they can stay on those 43 wins for the totality of the season. That's play-in games included. Whoa, what's this? All right, here we go. The Heat are 4-2 in play-in games. Bet they're gonna fall to 4-3 in the play-in. Miami Heat equals 43. See how that worked? See how that worked? We found it. I found it. Gotta do some research. But the Chicago Tribune says Miami Heat are in the NBA play-in tournament again, but they won't face the Chicago Bulls this time. Where the fuck is the article? That's crazy. I guess you gotta subscribe. Which I'm not gonna do, but according to the article, I was gonna read more. See, there it is. The Heat. Oh, it disappeared. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be. I think I have to subscribe. That's fucked up. I can't read it for free. Y'all lame. Alright, here we go. Come on, man. Leave me alone. Alright, so it says for the Miami Heat, here's the bad news. They're in the play-in tournament again. But then that's the good news. Where the final 4 playoff spots will be added has become an unwanted tradition for Miami, which is in the event for the 4th consecutive season. The Heat used it as a springboard to the playoffs in each of the last 3 seasons, each time beating Chicago, and will need to win 2 road games this week to extend that streak. Alright. Oh, it doesn't show me their record. Alright, play-in performances. Phoenix is making its first play-in appearance. Alright, cool. Miami and Golden State are both about to make their 4th play-in appearances. Charlotte is in this round for the 3rd time, while this is the 2nd trip for Orlando, Philly, Portland, and the Clippers. The Heat are 4-2 in play-in games. Thank you, Chicago Tribune. The Heat are 4-2 in play-in games. Orlando, Philly, and Portland are 1-0 in play-in games. Meanwhile, Golden State is 1-3, and Charlotte and the Clippers are both 0-2. So Golden State's gonna lose today, most likely. But they don't play today, so we don't have to worry about that. But between the Heat, I do like the Heat losing. They could fall to 4-3, and then Charlotte is 0-2. They can improve to 1-2. So let's just look at those records. Let's look at them all time. Alright, this is playoffs included. Playoffs included, Miami is 91-56 versus the Hornets all time. Shit. That's pretty much not going to matter because this play-in shit. They haven't played in the play-in against each other. So that is cool. Or have they? Let me double check. Show me who they played. No, but this did. So who did Charlotte lose to? So Charlotte, when they played in the play-in, doesn't show me this shit right here. Alright, so they lost to the Pacers, it looked like, in the play-in in 2021, and then in 2022 they lost to the Hawks. So alright, so Charlotte's 0-2 in the play-in, but again, so this doesn't matter, man. This doesn't matter. I got the Heat winning this first game. Fuck it. I mean the Hornets. Excuse me. I got the Hornets. Give me the Hornets ML, give me the over of 228.5, and give me Charlotte with the points. And then Blazers versus Suns. Blazers, this is their first time, or Suns, this is their first time in the tournament. Let me see. On the season though, Miami is 3-1 on the season versus versus Charlotte. They must have played most of them games before the All-Star break. But yeah, on the season they're 3-1. They could fall to 3-2. Let me see. They break down to 1. They might get them now. Heat might shock you today. What's this date numerology? Miami might ball. Bam. I still got the Hornets. And then the next playing game is what? Trailblazers versus Suns. Alright, Suns on 37 wins for the season. Let me see. What is this? Phoenix is favored by 3.5. They got 4.5 right here. So the odds have dropped, so Phoenix should get this dub. Both favorites win today? On board day? I need that history. Yeah. I think it said the Blazers are 1-2. Oh, where'd it go? On the season, Phoenix is 2-1. They can improve to 3-1. Fall to 2-2. Bro, where did it go? It was just showing me. Oh. No, this one. It just showed me their records. Past player performance, 0.2. Alright, Portland is 1-0 in the play-in tournaments. On the season, they're 2-1 versus Phoenix. That's what that shit said. Let me see. Alright, so they're 2-1 versus the Blazers on the season. They could fall to 2-2. Basketball equals 22. Overall on the season, Suns can become 45-38 if they lose. Oregon equals 38. Portland is in Oregon. Right. But Blazers equals 43. And yeah. Blazers 1-1. They could fall to 1-1 or put it 2-0. Suns are the fave. Won the first play-in game ever. So Portland won the first ever play-in game. Now they're back. This is gonna be tough, but I'm gonna have to go with the 43. I'm gonna take the Blazers, but I don't really want to. I got the Suns. Give me the Suns on upset alert. Suns ML, they're on upset alert. I got the Blazers with the points. And give me the over, or give me the under 217. Alright, look at some player props. We'll look at that later. So let's look at this. We know we're dealing with war, right? War. Actually, we can look at the playoff teams that are scheduled. Playoffs start Saturday. Raptors and Cavs, Wolves and Nuggets, Knicks and Lakers. Off muscle. You know what I mean? As far as the series winners, unfortunately, I have the Rockets. I've got the Knicks. I've got the Nuggets, and I got the Cavs. That's who I will look, on the surface. We'll look more into that later on in the week. But let's check out what my niggas at talking about with the Donald.
Welcome back, True Seeker. After J.D. Vance's failed peace talk with Iranian leadership on Saturday, April 11th, that reportedly went 21 hours carrying into April 12th. Later in the same day, April 12th, Trump ordered a blockade of the Strait of Hormuz using 2 U.S. Navy vessels. And think about these dates, April 11th and April 12th. The first can be written 11/4, and we talked about how J.D. Vance, he had his meeting 114 days from his upcoming birthday as well. Not to mention his birthday, August 2nd, is the day in history that the Gulf of Tonkin incident began that got us involved in the Vietnam War, and obviously that also had to do with the Navy. But yeah, April 11th can be written 11/4 like 114, and April 12th is the 102nd day of the year. And of course, on this day in history, back in 1861, the American Civil War began. And in that story, not a single person was killed in the first battle of the American Civil War, but it was either a horse or a cow was. I forget, it was probably a horse. Anyway, if you're new here, this practice of coding numbers into words, gematria from Kabbalah. It's based on the alphabetic order forwards and backwards, and forwards and backwards with numerology. Notice how World War equates to 114 and 102, and Art of War equates to 102 and 114, and the reason the world knows about that text credited to Sun Tzu is because of the Jesuit priest Father Amiot. Those numbers are huge in the Pearl Harbor incident, if you did not know, and they're also very relevant to September 11th, where the U.S. simulated the attack by Al-Qaeda on June 1st, 2001, 102 days before September 11th. Of course, Al-Qaeda also equals 102. Something interesting, the French Jesuit priest who translated Art of War, he titled it Art Militaire de Chinois, which means, Art of War of Chinese, French translation, but it's also 114. Isn't that interesting? And yeah, if you've forgotten the early days of this war, CNN had to give you this shot. Out of all the shots they could have given you, they gave you one with a jet with a 102 on it. So, today, April 12th, the day of the blockade, today has a life lesson number in numerology of 26. Blockade equates to 26. If you don't use numerology, blockade equates to 53. Remember, that's what was coded all over yesterday's peace talks. 53 with the meeting in Pakistan, and the BBC's headline putting the parentheses on clearing out, but it reminded of Thessalonians, or 1 Thessalonians 5:3, about how from when they say peace comes sudden destruction.
The Bible is.
Yeah, I just wanted to point these things out, how the war continues to unfold by the numbers, how they continue to build on the World War III narrative. Remember, Netanyahu returned to power December 29, 2022 on Albert Pike's birthday, who authored the letter about 3 world wars to come, which was published August 15, 1871 on the Jesuit order's birthday. And by the way, the Navy vessels that they're using to conduct this blockade, the USS Frank E. Peterson Jr. and the USS Michael Murphy. I want you to see what's interesting about these vessels. Frank E. Peterson, this Navy vessel named after this man who died in 2015, it was awarded June 3rd, 2013. How many times have I talked about the upcoming date, June 3rd, in light of this war? If you missed all my work on why we got June 3rd circled in a major way, here's one more clue. And he died at 83. Again, if you haven't seen my work on June 3rd, every time I've talked about where the number 83 coincides with June 3rd. So definitely go back and revisit my work on June 3rd, an upcoming date. And the other ship being used is the Michael P. Murphy, man who died in combat in Afghanistan in 2005. Coming up on the 21st anniversary of his death. Remember, we had this 21-hour meeting yesterday. War equals 21, like Jesuit. The Jesuits serve the Pope. But notice today they use his ship 210 days after the Pope's birthday in the Blockade, and Michael P. Murphy, 210. Yesterday, the meeting over peace had a lot to do with what's going on in the Strait of Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz 209. They were having the meeting 209 days after the Pope's birthday. Again, all events in this war coordinated by the numbers, synced with the Pope and the Superior General. So I suppose this topic's just too boring for most people to follow along with. But yeah, again, if you missed yesterday's quick recap, it was 42 days after the war began that they had the peace meeting, trying to avoid World War III. Again, World War equates to 114 and 42, as does history. They refer to it as historic. It was 114 days from J.D. Vance's 42nd birthday. His birthday, again, is the anniversary of the Gulf of Tonkin incident beginning. And funny enough, Gulf of Tonkin incident equals 102. Again, the meeting carried into the 102nd day of the year, April 12th. The anniversary of the start of the American Civil War. So, yeah. If you weren't with me, I did put out a prediction. I remember New Year's Day 2021, January 1st, 2021. I said, look for the upcoming 21 war ritual. And it ended up being Burma's military overthrowing the government on February 1st, which instigated a civil war, which is still ongoing. And that out of sight, out of mind thing, they don't really talk about what's going on in Burma anymore. But none of that has stopped since February 1st of 2021. Major inconvenience for the people who live in that nation. You know, my sweet lady, her family's from there. Her parents have had to relocate numerous times because of the ongoing military harassment of the people ever since February 1st, 2021. But yeah, they had to tell you it was a 21-hour meeting yesterday that failed as they tried to negotiate a peace deal in this war where every last thing reported about it is by the numbers. And it does all point back to those damn Jesuits. So anyway, we'll leave it there for now, Truth Seeker.
Biological men don't belong in
Gematria Effect News 25. Alright, so let's look at baseball. Alright, back with the date numerology: 64, 28, 19, and 44. We got 261 days left in the year. And today is the 104th day of the year. Arizona versus the Orioles. Arizona is 9-8. They can fall to 9-9 and 4-7 on the road. Orioles are 9-7, 6-4 at home. Ironically, let's look at this. So all time Diamondbacks are 18-13. We got 19 date numerology today. They can pick up that 19th win against the Orioles all time. Arizona is on the road. On the road, they are 6-7 versus the Orioles. All right, Merrill Kelly all-time record is 35-27. That's on the road. Overall, we got 28 days numerology. Put that 28 law. He is 65-53 overall. And the other guy Trevor Rogers. Rogers is 26 and 37. He is on the home. He's at home. Excuse me. At home, he's 12 and 19. Give me Trevor Rogers and Baltimore. Orioles ML. Give me the over of 8.5 and be more with the runs. Alright, Cubs versus Philly. I know they done played hella games. Cubs 7 and 9, 3 and 4 away. Philadelphia, this is gonna come down to the city names. Chicago equals 35. They can fall to 3 and 5 on the road. And Philadelphia equals 65. They can improve to 6 and 5 at home. Aaron Nola on the mound too. Who's favorite? Philly. Alright, at home, Nola is 62 and 35. Chicago equals 35. He can stay on 35 losses. Overall, he is 110 and 90. Phillies equals 90. Damn. Can't be more obvious. The other pitcher is Riley Martin. All time, Riley doesn't have a fucking record, so Philadelphia it is. Give me Phillies ML. Give me the under of 9. And give me Phillies with the runs. No, I'm not from Be More, but I know that I can be more. Alright, Royals and Tigers. Tigers. Both teams are 7 and 9. Tigers are 5 and 1 at home. Royals 2 and 4 on the road. Let's look at this. Wow, Tigers are 404 and 404 versus the Royals. And they are on the road. Detroit equals 44, but they're on the road. Detroit also equals 91. Ooh, Detroit finna get the win. They are one, because Society of Jesus equals, well, first of all right, Detroit 44, but look at that 91. Detroit equals 91 forwards, 37 with numerology, 98 backwards, 44 backwards with numerology. But what was I about to look at? Society of Jesus, which is the Jesuit order, equals 191. They run every fucking thing. This is why both of these teams are meeting today, right? With a record of 7 and 9. Look at that. Both of them are 7 and 9. Society of Jesus equals 79. And the Tigers on the road versus the Royals all time can pick up their 191st win. And overall, pick up their 405th win. Royals got that 90. Let's look at the pictures. On the road, Mr. Reagans is 9 and 11. 10-date numerology because the 19 breaks down to 10, which breaks down to 1. And he is 21 and 23. Missouri, the 24th state. This game ain't in Missouri. I ain't said this name in a minute. Pause. Framer Val. As all-time record. 82 and 53. He's on the road. At home, Framer at home is 40 and 23. Tuesday equals 40. Tuesday equals 23. Royals again at 24. They got the Royals as the favorite for a reason. Oh shit, my bad, man. I'm sorry about that. My shit, overloaded. Too much data. I had to delete a lot of stuff, so I have no idea where we left off. So Phillies and Orioles. What was that? Tigers and Royals. I think I was going with the fucking Royals today. Looking like an upset based upon what I'm seeing. But let me go run it back again. Tigers versus Royals, all-time record. I'm sorry, I have no idea where I was. Let me run my. Oh yeah, the 405 thing. And then the road. Tigers at home. 214 and 193 at home versus the Royals. Did I have road? I did. I had them on the road, and them niggas were not on the road. So I'm glad I had to run this back because they're the home team. And with them being the home team, they're on 193 losses versus the Royals. Let me get my calculator up. That's a prime number if I'm not mistaken. 193. Let's take a look. 193. See? Yes. 193 is the 44 prime number. Give me Detroit. Because I know I mentioned Detroit equals 44. So we will take the Tigers, ML, and the over of 7.5. And give me Tigers or Royals. No, excuse me, Tigers with the run. Next on the list, Giants and Reds. Giants 6-10, 3-4 away. Reds 9-7, 4-5 at home. I know they probably played a lot too. Giants versus Reds. Giants are the road, and they always seem to be on the road. They're 563 and 5. Damn, that's on the road overall. These two are the oldest fucking teams. 1,237 and 1,306. I like that 1,330. Well, 1,037, excuse me. Alright. Robbie Ray all time, 90 and 82. It's going against the Reds. He's on the road. On the road, he is 43 and 40. Tuesday equals 40. Brady Singer. His all-time record is 50 and 57. Cincinnati equals 51. But you know, man, I think the last time I talked to you, I took the Angels and Cincinnati fucking won. And they do not like me in Cincinnati. But Cincinnati equals 51. Singer can pick up his 51st win today. Today is also the day named after Mars. Mars equals 51. Let me see. Yeah, I like the Giants. To lose, give me the Reds. Damn, I got the Tigers down here. That's crazy. Oh shit. Right, Reds for the win. Give me the under of 9. And give me Reds with the runs. Then again, yeah, I like the Reds. Reds could fall to 4-6 though. So watch that. 4-6 at home. Reds equals 46. Watch that. Reds equals 46. Just my luck, these niggas will lose. Nationals and Pirates. Pirates are 10-6, 5-2 at home. Washington is 7-9, 6-4 on the road. Fucking sprained my knee or something. All right, all time the Pirates versus the Nationals. Nationals are 319 and 345. They're on the road. On the road, they are 150 and 187. Uh-oh. If you know, you know. The pitchers. Miles McCollus. McCollus on the road is 41 and 39. Tuesday equals 40. And overall, he is 72 and 78. I like the damn fact that the Pirates could fall to 5-3. Honestly, they could fall to 5-3, like 53. P is the 16th letter. All right, Pennsylvania starts with a P. N equals 53, which is the 16th prime number. Pittsburgh Pirates out of Pennsylvania. It's a lot of P's there. But yeah, 53 is the 16th prime. They can fall to 5-3. The Nationals can improve to 7-4, 8-9 away. Let's look at the picture here. Mitch Kelly. All right, all time. Mitchell is 43 and 65. He is at home. At home, he is 19 and 30. 19 and 35. Give me the Natties. The Nationals. 19 date numerology today. Nationals and Mel. Give me the over. No shit. Give me the under of 9.5. Actually. Yeah, I'll take the under. This nigga ERA is 12.4. Am I reading that correctly? Maybe they going with the 10 date today. Give me the over. Over of 9.5. And give me Nats with the runs. Alright, next on the list. I hate baseball season, man. Because it's so many games. Angels and Yankees. Yankees suck. Angels are 8-9, 5-6 away. Yankees 4-3 at home, 9-7 overall. All right, at home, the Yankees versus the Angels. They're 214 and 133. And overall, they're 383 and 314. We've got Reed Detmers on the mound. All right, Detmers all-time record, 21 and 31. New York's the 11th state. 31 is the 11th prime. On the road, Reed is 8 and 16. Today has 19 date numerology. 19 is the 8th prime number. You can fall to 8 and 17. Let's see what Ryan Weathers is talking about. Mr. Weathers all time is 12 and 24. LA, Kobe. LA equals 13. He can pick up his 13th win. L the 12th letter, A the 1st. He is at home. At home, Ryan is 4 and 13. There's that 13 again. But today's the 14th, and LA equals 4. This nigga could fall to 4 and 14. Today's the date. Shout out my parents, their anniversary today. 36 years, god damn. I think I'm 34. I'll be 35, so yeah, 36 years. Well, that's crazy. I know people who can last 36 days. Give me the Yankees on major fucking upset alert. But somehow, some way, somehow, some way, we're gonna weather the storm. Give me the over of 9 and give me. I'm gonna take Angels with the runs because ain't no telling with the Yankees. I got them. I got the Yankees. Put Judge down for one. All right. As we leave the Bronx and head to the A, the South, Atlanta versus Miami. Damn, I spelled record wrong like a motherfucker. All right, Braves is 10-7, 6-4 at home. Marlins 9-8, 2-5 away. Miami equals 99. They're 215 and 325 versus the Braves. They are on the road. On the road versus the Braves, they're 100 and 176. Crazy, but if I'm not mistaken. Miami might equal 90. Maybe not 99. It might be 90. Yeah, it's 90. Society of Jesus 177. I'm gonna go Braves, no cap. I'm not worried about the Marlins. Although we got 10-date numerology, both teams can become 10-8 if Miami upsets. So give me Braves, ML. And I don't like my Yankees. Braves are on upset alert. I'll take the under at 8. And give me Braves. Oh shit, give me Marlins with the run. The Marlins in 35. That shit serious at 35 on Miami. Alright, Red Sox versus the Twins. Twins are 10-7, 6-2 at home. Sox 3-7 away, 6-11 overall. Upset alert, number 54 on the mound. Twins can upset these boys. I would love to see it. Alright, on the road versus the Twins, Red Sox 490 or 439 and 543. Overall, they are 998 and 959. I like the 999. No cap. Why? It's just intriguing. It's pretty. Sunny Gray. All time, Mr. Gray, 127 and 102. Bro is on the road, and on the road, Gray is 52 and 49. Boston Red Sox equals 53. But Minnesota, you know what I'm about to say. Boston Red Sox equals 53, but Minnesota equals 52. He can stay on 52 wins. Big number with Minnesota is 52, no kizzy. And then we got, he might be a Jew, an Irish one, Mick Abel. That is so racist. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm fucking ignorant. Mick Abel is 4-6. He can fall to 3-7. Shit. And at home, Mick Abel. Abel, shout out my nigga, shout out Javinci. McAble is 1-4, and he can fall to 1-5. Mars equals 15. I'm gonna go Twins, but I'm gonna go Red Sox. I don't want to. I ain't gonna cap. I'm nervous about that. I like the 53. They in Minnesota though. Give me the Twins. Give me Red Sox on upset alert again. Yeah, Red Sox and ML. This is tough. Red Sox, ML, over. I'm going to take the over today of 8 on this one. And Sox with the runs. Sox on upset alert. Several teams on upset alert. Alright. Chicago equals 46. Rays can fall to 4-6, and the game is in Chicago. Ooh. Ooh, and they got number 18 on the mound. Give me Chicago White Sox. I keep taking the White Sox. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. White Sox. I'm going straight off the numbers. White Sox ML. Give me the over of 7.5. And give me Sox. Sox are... Oh, I was finna say. And Sox with the points. And they gonna lose. All right, at home versus the Rays, they're 55-40. Tuesday equals 40, and overall they are 104-88. Yeah, I got the White Sox. Fuck Dalton Schultz. Noah Schultz versus McClanahan. What's up with this Irish shit? Jays versus Brewers. Jeez. Blue Jays are 0-3 on the road. They ain't won a game on the road. Will today be the day? And they're going against Mizorowski. Let's say that 3 times fast. Kevin Gausman. All time is 112 and 114. What the fuck? He is on the road. And on the road, Gausman is 55 and 62. I don't know my Blue Jays numbers. Blue Jays, 95, 23, 121, and 49. I know they equal 23. And we know what Brewers equal. Mizorowski, all time, 6-4. Is it Toronto Blue Jays? I don't think it's gonna come down to either one of these niggas. And my Blue Jays ain't been doing what they need to do. But we got 64 day numerology. I'm gonna go with that. Give me the Brewers. Give me Brewers ML. Give me Brewers with the points. Damn. And give me the over of 7. Let's see. Pushing on an hour here. Alright, Blue Jays. We took the Brewers. Damn. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Cleveland versus St. Louis. Cleveland 6-5 away. St. Louis 5-5 at home. Alright, all time Cleveland is 24-19 versus St. Louis. We got 19 date numerology that we're on the road. Cleveland's on the road. And they are 14-10 on the road. Mars 15. I'm going Cleveland. I was gonna go with them either way. Give me Cleveland ML. Give me the under of 9 or of 8.5. And give me Cleveland with the run. And we got Rockies. Rockies suck. And the Astros seem to as well. But Colorado equals 38. They can become 3-8 away. Doubt that happens. Astros 6-11. They're 5-2 at home. The game is in Houston. What do we talk about? Houston, Texas, 62. Houston, Texas equals 62. They could become 6-2 at home, but they got number 61 on the mound. That means there's an upset possible. Lead brewing. Rockies. All right, on the road, Colorado is 32-69. Overall, they are Texas equals 69. By the way, they are 91-110. All right, Lorenzen all time is 55-56. He is on the road. His all-time road record is 27-33. Colton Gordon. Six and 4. He is on the at home. At home, Gordon is 3-3. Astros 43. Give me Houston. Oh. Houston by the hair on their chinny chin chin. Pause. Give me the over 8.5 of this one for some reason. I don't know. Rockies. Mariners and Padres. Mariners 10-6. Padres 8-9. King on the mound. What's going on here? All right, at home, the Mariners are 33-30. Padres, are 33-37 versus the Mariners. Over San Diego equals 38. They can pick up their 38 loss. They're 64-73 versus the Mariners all time. California equals 65. Brian Boo all time 26-16. He is on the road. On the road 9-11. 10-day today. And then we got Michael King. All-time King is 32-30. He is on the road or at home. At home, 16-15. Okay. I got the Padres. Actually, I got the Mariners. I like Woo's record. Mariners and Mel. I'll take Padres with the runs. And give me the over 7. All right, Rangers versus A's. A's are 8-8, 2-2 at home. Rangers 9-7, 6-4. They should lose today, but then again, if I'm not mistaken, and I might be. I am not. Texas Rangers equals 74. They can become 7-4 away. But again, California equals 65. All right, California 65. Rangers can fall to 6-5 away. They're 9-7. All right, Rangers are 503-515 versus Oakland. They're on the road. They're 239-270 on the road. All right, all time. Gore at 28-41. They're on the road as well. He's on the road, excuse me. And he is 15-22. Texas equals 15. Oakland look like they got a shot, man. No cap. And we've got Jeffrey Springs. Springs is 36-23. Rangers 37. They got a shot. And Springs is at home. At home, he is 21-8. Oh yeah, I am going on a limb. I'm gonna take Oakland today. Give me Oakland ML. Give me the over of 8.5, and give me Oakland with the runs. Alright, so that is it for today. What to watch out for? Again, celebrity death, most likely. Possibly mass shooting. Shooting equals 44. But some type of chaos or death in the news. I am sure of it. Other than that, I fuck with y'all. But with me.